The next morning, our daughters came to our room door to wake us up, but we didn't respond to them. What they don't know is that the Silver Dragon Queen and I spent another night last night that made our bodies happy. I realized that this was my first formal kiss with her. The Silver Dragon Queen also felt a bit shy about this kiss. We took our daughters to play in the pool. Just then, a dragon couple walked over. They sat next to us and chatted with us. At this point, it was already the next morning. The sun outside the window has already shone into the hotel corridor. The sunlight also shone on the door of the room where Leon and Roswitha lived, seemingly implying that the people in the room had not yet woken up. Noah and Muin got up early. They walked to the door of Leon and Roswitha's room, intending to have breakfast with them. Muin lightly knocked on the door and said to them, "Dad, Mom, wake up! The sun is going to dry your butt and tail." After waiting outside for a while, they didn't hear any response from the people in the room to what Muin said. Muin felt a bit strange. She approached the door of the room and gently pressed her ear against it, wanting to eavesdrop on whether there was any sound inside. However, she didn't hear any talking or footsteps in the room. She asked Noah with a puzzled tone, "Noah, what's going on? Haven't Mom and Dad woken up yet?" Noah also has some doubts about this situation. They can't have not woken up yet at this time. She placed her hand on her chin and silently pondered for a moment. She recalled the situation she had observed before and said to Muin, "According to their routine of having someone go to the bathroom every once in a while, it should be Mom's turn to go to the bathroom this time." Muin turned his head in confusion to look at Noah. She asked Noah, What about Dad? Where did Dad go?" Muin thought Leon had disappeared again and didn't tell them where he was going, just like last time. She held her own face in both hands and gave Noah a suggestion with an expectant look. "Noah, do we have to offer tribute to Dad for him to appear? Muin wants to eat steak again this time." She could imagine the scene of the fragrant steak floating in front of her. Noah felt somewhat helpless towards Muin's imagination and love for food. She crossed her hands in front of her chest and looked at Muin, saying to her, "You just want to eat steak, right?" Since Leon and Roswitha haven't woken up yet, Noah and Muin won't wait for them. Noah gently took Muin's hand and led her towards the elevator on this floor. She ran and said to Muin, "Let's go have breakfast first. Even if they don't show up, I can still take you." Muin happily raised her hand and let out a soft cheer. "Yeah." When Noah and Muin had already gone to have breakfast, Leon and Roswitha were still sleeping in their room. They lay in bed together, and their bodies were tightly pressed against each other. There were also big and small kiss marks on Roswitha's body, as if expressing that they had had another fierce battle last night. At this moment, the sun quietly shone on their bed from outside the window, as if reminding them to get up. Perhaps the sunlight was too dazzling, or perhaps it was very warm. Leon woke up. He opened his eyes gradually and murmured, My whole body is sore." Leon slowly sat up from the bed. He lifted his hand and gently rubbed his head, as if trying to sober himself up. Due to the ambiguous atmosphere between them last night, their bodies enjoyed a night of pleasure. Now, he can feel that his body is very tired. Leon turned his head and saw that Roswitha still hadn't woken up. He stared at her sleeping face and silently said in his heart, "We all failed the Dragon Mark challenge last night." In the ambiguous atmosphere, I even kiss Roswitha. Roswitha was very quiet when she was sleeping soundly. Leon could see her clean face, slender eyelashes, and moist lips. After their kiss last night, her lips seemed even more tempting. This is our first true kiss. Looking back on last night's experience, Leon couldn't help but feel a little shy. His cheeks immediately took on a faint blush. Although they had done similar things at night before, they had never kissed each other so seriously as they did last night. Leon's attention was captured by the moist lips of Roswitha. She reached out and couldn't help but gently touch her lips. His hand could clearly feel the softness and elasticity of her lips. He silently said in his heart, "It's so soft." At this moment, Leon suddenly realized that he was doing something very strange. He quickly took his hand away from Roswitha's lips. The blush on his cheeks was even redder than before. He felt his brain buzzing and his heart beating faster. Leon quickly got out of bed. He didn't want to admit his feelings towards Roswitha. He quickly walked towards the bathroom, pretending that what he had just done had not happened. He cursed at himself softly with a shy expression. Why would I initiate such a challenge? Oh my, I've really messed up now. After seeing that Leon had already entered the bathroom, Roswitha slowly opened her eyes. She cautiously looked towards the bathroom, confirming that Leon would not come out for the time being. Actually, before Leon woke up, Roswitha had been awake for a long time. She pretended to be asleep just to avoid unnecessary embarrassment caused by waking up at the same time as Leon. Roswitha actually knew that Leon had secretly touched her lips just now. She didn't know what his intention was in doing this. She lifted her hand and gently touched her lips, as if confirming the spot that Leon had touched just now. She slowly sat up from the bed and silently said in her heart, "Why did that guy touch my lips early in the morning? This reminds me of what happened last night again." Last night, I finally kissed the Dragon Slayer. My first kiss. Recalling what happened between her and Leon last night, she felt very shy. She silently lifted her hand to cover her mouth, thinking it was something difficult to talk about. She never expected that she would kiss Leon so formally for the first time, something that had never happened before. Just like that, her first kiss was left upon Leon's lips. At that moment, Roswitha suddenly realized how much she cared about the fact that Leon had kissed her. She shyly wrapped herself in a blanket and silently said in her heart, "Wait, what? Oh, please. It's not like I'm desperate to kiss Leon or anything." She pouted a little angrily, as if unwilling to admit her feelings for Leon. This is all the fault of the Dragon Mark. Roswitha expressed dissatisfaction with the appearance of dragon patterns in her heart. At this moment, the hot spring at the back door of the room was slowly flowing out from the cracks in the stones. The sound of hot spring water seems to be trying to ease the mood of Leon and Roswitha right now. After changing into comfortable clothes, Leon and Roswitha took Noah and Muin to the resort's water park. There are many entertainment facilities here for tourists to enjoy. Many tourists change into swimsuits and bring their families and friends into the water park to play together. Some of them swim wearing swim rings, some engage in playful water gun battles, and some slide down the highest slide of the entertainment facility into the pool. Laughter and splashing sounds echoed throughout the entire water park. Muin changed into the yellow swimsuit she had previously selected from the swimsuit store. Her hair was tied into 2 bun heads for easy play in the pool. She raised the water gun in her hand and gave a mischievous smile. She seems to have determined who she is aiming at.